Hello everyone, this is Michael Voss, Dean of Instruction at Mesa Community College. This is a quick walkthrough of how to set up Account Summary Inquiry or ASI in FMS for the first time. This video applies to chairs, OPDs, admin staff, and lab techs who manage or spend from a budget. This setup only needs to be done once. After that, you reuse the same queries year after year. So first thing is you need to get to FMS. There's a lot of ways to do it. I happen to bookmark maricopa.sharepoint.com, and then you'll find the link down here to Maricopa FMS. So just click on that, and that will take you into FMS. So step one is done. I'm logged into FMS. We're on the home page. And so you're going to click the reporting tile, which is going to open up the Account Summary Inquiry page. And here we go. Okay, step two. You are going to add a new query. And so if you already have queries, you can just click search and everything that you've created will come up. But if this is your first time setting it up, you're going to click add new value. Great. Now you're going to name your search criteria. Okay, this step is critical. Once a search query is created, it cannot be renamed, so take a moment to name it correctly. I recommend a naming convention like this: fund number, department description. So I'm going to put in here a standard format for that. So here I did fund 110. I call them fund, not fund. There's a character limitation, and I think it's fun to deal with funds. So I do 110 underscore the 6-digit department number followed by a description. This one happens to be the accounting prefix, so I call it ACC prefix. And then you're just going to click add. Great. Now it has named that criteria. Now I happen to already have this one set up, so it's recalling something that I have, but normally it would take you to this page. On this page you're going to put in the search criteria parameters. So business unit is MCC 04. You can see that I made this one a long time ago, but I'll update it to fiscal year 26. So the fiscal year runs July through June, so even though right now it's December 25, we're going to use fiscal year 26 that captures this whole budgetary year. Accounting period is 12. There's 12 months in the year, and when you put in 12, it looks for all 12 months. Operating unit is percent. Percent is it just captures all MCC locations, so it'll capture costs spent or assigned to Southern Dobson, Red Mountain, or Downtown Center if you're expending funds across those units. Fund code, so we're going to use 110 for the general fund. That's just basic operating expenses for that department code. And then you'll put in the department code. In this case, it matches what I called it up here. So that's the code for accounting. If we were looking at student fees, then we would put 250 under fund code instead of 110. And from there, we're just going to go ahead and hit save. That's going to save that query for us. And at this point, you could return to search and you could build another one using the same format here. I'm going to note that the project piece, you'll just leave that blank. That is for any grants. So if we were doing a Perkins grant or a Prop 301 grant or any other grant, it will have a project number assigned to it. Let's see here. I'm going to just return to the search area, and once you have all your stuff set up and you go back into the skin, you can just hit search and the query that you just made will come up You'll note on mine I have a lot of queries set up, but here's that accounting one. You can see that I just saved and updated it, and there's the 2026. So then you'll choose the query that you want, which brings you back to this page. And I want to note one thing before you get too far along. The first time user, you may not have the order of these columns the way that you want them. So slide right over here and click Personalize. And the first 6 things I think are really important. So you'll want to change the sort order, move things up and down to get account first, then account description, operating unit, fund, department, and department description. So if you get the top 6 things in that order, you can leave the rest of everything the default what it was, and it'll be just fine. And go ahead and click OK to save that. And now it'll be nice and readable for you, so you can share it with others. And now that layout is going to be carried forward to all of your other queries. Okay, so how to read it. Okay, I'm going to hit Go to see the information. And you'll now see all this information. And you'll see all the kind of salary things and benefits nicely filtered towards the top. And then discretionary things near the bottom. Accounting doesn't have a discretionary thing, so let me go back into a different one that would have this. I'll say no. There we go. So let me go to something like AGS, the agricultural area. Here I'm just going to go ahead and update the fiscal year to a current fiscal year. I'm going to hit Go, and here you'll see that their discretionary funds like equipment repair, general supplies, rentals, all showed at the bottom. So again, all that pay stuff is at the top, not much you can do about that, and discretionary things on the bottom. And what you'll want to pay attention to primarily is the year to date. This is telling you how much you spent against that operating budget. And so I'm going to go down here to this general supply line that we have a budget of $9,500, and it looks like we've spent $2,300. And you can click on that blue hyperlink, and it will give you what we spent it on. In this case, it looks like a P card was used, and this is all you get with P cards. It says JP Morgan Chase, so not a lot of specific information there. We'd have to talk to the P card user about what was purchased on all these different dates of purchase. But if it was a purchase order, then you would see what the vendor was. So let's see if I can pick on one more and see if I can find I'm going to go find automotive here. I know they'll have some POs. So I'm going to go to or let's see, where can I find one? Maybe try dental hygiene here and see if that one, oops, I gotta get a different fiscal year here. Go back here, change that to fiscal year 26. Hit Go. And I want to just see if I can find some discretionary expenses here that have a purchase order. So maybe this equipment repair. Nope, that's another P card. Let's try general supplies. All P cards there. I know that their facility rental will have purchase order probably to AT Stills. So here we can see it's AT Stills. It looks like it's being charged monthly. So the benefit of having a purchase order set up or a voucher is that you'll see what those charges are versus a P card. Okay, so that was the most important thing, is reading those year-to-date expenses. and making sure that everyone knows how to use it. So again, in closing, the chairs, admins, lab techs should review this account summary inquiry at least monthly for the areas where they're responsible. Program directors should review ASI at least once a semester with all their faculty and staff. Once ASI is set up, it becomes a self-service tool, so you should be able to answer most budget questions in real time. If you need help, reach out to the fiscal team or to me directly, and thanks for watching.